Hi, everyone. This is Rita Desnoyers-Garcia, Becoming Awake and the Calm Mom Alliance. And today's event, today's Friday, I want to call it Feeling Friday. I think I might even do a regular Feeling Friday, but it's feeling to your freedom, the freedom of feeling. So today we're going to be talking about obviously feeling things. That's pretty obvious, but that to the relationship of how it helps you become more free. Because I think that's one of the things that people don't always realize when they start to have to feel their emotions. They don't know what they're really going to get out of it. And so I just want to introduce the idea to you, first of all, that when you allow yourself to feel your emotions, whatever emotion it is, and we've often talked ourselves out of feeling them. We've programmed ourselves to avoid feeling our emotions. But what I'm here to tell you is that when you feel your emotions, on the other side of that is not just feeling better or maybe feeling clearer about something. Both are great, but you actually are more free because you no longer are carrying around that emotion that maybe you've pushed down for decades and let it color your whole life. In other words, if you avoid trying to be angry and you've been carrying around this anger with you your whole life, and you just keep avoiding things so that you don't feel angry all the time, but you don't actually allow yourself to feel the anger, you can't release the anger. And if you can't release it, you're just going to keep carrying it around with you. And I'm telling you from my firsthand knowledge, experience, and also working with hundreds of women around this, is that if you don't allow yourself to have that emotion, and we're going to talk about how to have it so it's not blah on everyone else, when you get to the other side of that, there's so much more freedom because it's no longer coloring everything in your life. So in other words, you're not walking away or walking around in your life just an avoidance of things that make you angry, or this is what happens inevitably, you feel angry all the time, but you don't actually process the anger. So that's why it's called feeling into your freedom, because it's the feeling of the emotion, the process of the emotion that helps you become more free, less in your programming. And when I mean programming, I mean habitual ways of being that you've had for a long time, that you developed probably when you were really little because you had to survive. Like there's nothing wrong with these programs, but you make it to the point where they're limiting you. So if you want to get beyond that and see what's on the other side, that's why it's called, getting out of your comfort zone is you rewarded when you go out of your comfort zone. The comfort zone is staying in your little programmed way of being with all that repressed emotion. And then you're just kind of avoiding everything that's going to trigger that. And inevitably it will be triggered. But if you don't process the emotion, then you'll just keep putting the limits on yourself. So if you're interested in feeling a little freedom today, let's get down to work. And I promise you, you're going to feel a little uncomfortable, but it's going to be temporary. It's not forever. You're not going to be crying forever. You're not going to be angry forever. And by the way, you've probably been holding on. If you've been holding on to all that stuff, you have been feeling it all the time. So let's do something different. That's maybe working a little better. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do, get into a comfortable place where you're not going to be interrupted, where you have some privacy if you're not already there. Maybe have some tissue boxes next to you, just in case. It's always, it seems like when people cry, they're always looking for a tissue. So if you need that to kind of feel relaxed and allow yourself go, have that tissue box near you. And I just want you to take a couple of breaths in through the nose, extend your belly, and exhale through your mouth. Just take a couple of those just to kind of get to your center. Feel the air come in and exhale. One more time. Inhale through your nose. Extend your belly. And let it go. Okay, you're in your comfy place. You've got your Kleenex with you. Maybe a piece of paper and a pen if you have it there. If you don't worry about it. We're feeling a little more centered today. And now I just want you to, just focus on your body. How are you feeling in your body right now? Are you feeling at peace? Is there any tension anywhere? Is your mind going a million miles a minute? Do you feel any stiffness or heaviness anywhere? So you're just going to check in. Just notice. So much of this is just noticing and acknowledging. It's very simple that way, but we don't do it. And then if you feel like there's something that you want to feel or clear around, there's been an emotion coming up a lot, or a situation that comes up a lot, a relationship, whatever it is, just allow that to come into your awareness. Maybe it's, a relationship you're having a hard time with, or an event that happened that you're still not sure about. Maybe it's a situation you're in right now. You feel a little stress or anger or doubt, and just bring that in. And just notice how your body feels with that situation or that relationship. Just bringing awareness to it. You're not trying to resolve it. You're not trying to fix it, but you're not avoiding it either. You're just letting it be there. I want you to notice also what's going on in your mind right now. What are the thoughts that are coming up? It could be, I don't understand the point of this exercise, or I don't want to think about this, or this is a terrible situation. I can't believe he said that. Whatever it is. And whatever that story is, and it is a story about how this is good or bad or ugly or whatever, I want you to pretend that it's like it written in a book, and you're just going to take that book and put it on a shelf for just a minute. So all the thoughts, and they're going to keep coming, and that's okay. You can notice them and let them go by. You're just going to take that book of the story, of the narrative about your situation, and I just want you to temporarily kind of put it on the shelf, because we're going to focus only right now on the emotion. And the emotion is the energy in your body, the energy in motion that's going through your body, the sensations. So just take a moment and notice in your body what you're feeling. Just like we did before. Is it tension? Is it tightness? Heaviness? Could be physical pain or pressure, intensity, whatever it is. And you're just going to notice it. Once again, you're not going to judge it or make it go away or say, oh no, that's okay. Just put it in the book, put it on the shelf. You're just going to feel it. Don't forget to breathe. You can breathe in through your nose. Extend your belly, and you're just letting it be there. You're not judging it. You're just saying, I feel you. Have you ever noticed that it's a big thing to say? I think it's probably been a big thing to say for a long time. When people say, I feel you, that means I'm with you. I understand. That's what you're doing with yourself right now. I feel you. I'm acknowledging you. I'm so sorry that you're suffering with this. And when you start doing this more and more, you start to realize, I'm so sorry you've been carrying this around for decades, trying to get my attention. I've been too busy trying to avoid the feeling because it's uncomfortable. And now you get to feel it. You get to give yourself the love and attention that you've always wanted from the outside. Maybe from your parents 40 years ago, or from your spouse or your girlfriend or your boyfriend or your kids. You get to give it all to yourself just by acknowledging having this sensation in my body. And just notice where it resides in your body. Maybe it's in your chest, your neck, your solar plexus, your belly, wherever it is. Just put your hand there. It's another way of acknowledging. I feel you. And sometimes as people feel things, they start to feel, uh-oh, this is the place I didn't want to go. And I want you to know you're going to be safe. So here's another trick that's helped me. You put your hand on the place in your body where you feel the sensation. And you imagine that under your hand is a light. And in that light is the safest place you can be. Maybe it's with a certain person or in a certain setting. Whatever that safe place is, you can use your imagination. You can go back in time and just imagine that in that light represents that really, really safe space. And that light, whatever color it is right under your hand over that emotion, just feeling it. And then imagine that light from your hand is going into your body, right around the emotion. It's saying you're safe here. You get to be, and we get to feel you, and it's okay. And just imagine with every breath you take, that light in your body grows and grows and grows. It goes to every part of your body, filling you up. That beautiful light, the light of safety. And the light grows so much that it starts being exhaled from you into the room. It's filling the room up. And so you're surrounded by this beautiful, safe light, and you're breathing it into your body and you're exhaling out. You're completely immersed in this beautiful light that is safety as you feel your emotion. And sometimes as we're feeling this emotion and we're in this safe place, a younger part of ourself may appear because she felt that way. She felt the anger, she felt the rejection, or she felt the abandonment, or she felt the jealousy, or whatever it is. And you're going to be showing her how to do this. She may be curious, and you're just going to sit with her and hold her, and you're both going to do this together. So you're completely safe. You're feeling the emotions, sensations in your body. And the younger parts of yourself who may not know what's going on are with you too. And you're showing them exactly how to feel the emotion in a safe way, in a loving way, the way you never learned before. And you're giving her the loving attention that she's always wanted. So let's just do that for a minute or so and see how that feels. Just notice what the sensation is in your body. Has it gotten more intense, less intense? Has it moved? How are you feeling now? And this younger part of you, this younger self, if she's there, what's going on with her? Maybe she really wants to be with you. Maybe she's rejecting you. Maybe she's not so sure what's going on. What can you say to her? That would be the most compassionate, loving thing you could say. What does she need right now? Can she tell you? And how would you like this relationship to continue from now on? And if there's anything that you want to remember, something that maybe surprised you, you had a realization or an aha, write it down on a piece of paper so you can remember it later. And it may be that all this kicked up a lot of emotion in you and you want to keep processing, which is great. Keep doing it. It may be that you feel a little better or more relief. The emotion came up and out. There could be something else underneath there. These things usually have a lot of layers. Or maybe you just feel really good. Who knows? I don't know. It's all good, meaning it's all okay. And then when you want to, you can take down that book that you wrote all those thoughts in and just take a look at them again and see, do they make sense anymore? Do you believe them? Are they bringing up more emotion in you? Do you know they're even true? Do you not care about them anymore? And then just see, based on how you're feeling, what would be any next steps you'd like to take? Maybe it's there's nothing to do except feel what you're feeling. Or it could be, you know what? I think I need to call that person or write that email. Now that I'm in this better place, I can have that conversation. Or I think it's time for me to, take a walk around the block or whatever it is. Take a nap, take a break. Maybe I just need to sit and feel more today. Maybe today is my feeling Friday, or I just notice my feelings. And by the way, you can feel every day too. You don't have to leave it just for Friday, but so just see where you are with all that. And we can talk more another time about what do you do with all those thoughts that you've put in that book and put on the shelf and now they're back. We can talk about how to handle them when they're ones that seem to come up a lot. But for now, you're just enjoying how you're feeling some more. You've gotten to the other side. You're still here. You survived it. All the times where you thought, I can't feel that, it's too uncomfortable. That's true, maybe when you were a little kid and it was too overwhelming and you had no one in your life to help you through that, but you're an adult now and you get to feel it. And on the other side of that is the freedom. So you can take today through the weekend to just notice. Awesome. Just got a comment. That was amazing. Excellent. A little more relief and freedom. Exactly. And, crying is like, oh, so good on so many levels. I know I was raised that crying was weakness or crying was bad, but it's really the body's way of letting things come out and detoxifying. I used to be so embarrassed by crying, and now I realize it's my body's way of releasing amongst all the other ways that it has to release, right? It's as natural as a sneeze or a cough or passing gas or an orgasm or peeing or pooing or sweating. Crying is just another way for the body to release. So I love that you cried. I love that. Yeah. So needed. And you're inspiring other people to do the same. I want everyone crying. I want everyone crying. We all need a good cry. So I hope this was helpful to you. I'm doing things pretty much every Friday at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time, just for 30 minutes. And I'll be taking questions. Usually I'll stop the recording to take questions so people can feel they have privacy. And I would love this to continue, to just keep feeling every Friday. We could do the same thing every Friday and just get it out during the week, because We all know we're feeling a lot of stuff. It's all coming up right now. It's all coming up, and it's looking really funky in all these different ways. And I'm telling you, it's all emotion underneath that just needs to be released, and you'll be a lot clearer and freer underneath. So it's okay to feel. We need to do it. And the only way beyond it is through it. It's okay. I want to just also let you know that on July 18th and 26th, I'll be doing free master classes. They're going to run about an hour and a half. On the 18th, it's at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And on the 26th, it's going to be at noon Eastern Standard Time. And the subject that I'm going to be talking about is getting from chaos, whatever situation is chaotic for you, into that calm clarity. We'll be using some of these things. It's a bigger, more comprehensive class. I have a whole process that I take you through. I use it all the time. I love it. And everyone who uses it feels differently at the end. And it's completely free. So if you're interested, you can register for that. I'm going to put the link in the chat there. But if you just go to my website, becomingawake.com, so becomingawake, smushtogether.com, and you go to events, you'll see the Chaos to Calm Clarity, and you can sign up that way too, completely free. And I'll be talking about the process, and you get a thing to take with you. And at the end of that, I'll also be talking about ways of continuing the work in a deeper way. So I'm so glad you came today. And I'm going to stop the recording so that people can ask questions. And I just want to say, if you like this video, give it a like and subscribe to my channel. I'll be doing more of these, and I'm doing interviews with all sorts of people, all sorts of women that help other women. There's a ton of information, and I hope you have a great holiday weekend. Independence Day, how appropriate is that? In the US, Independence Day, this is a way to feel your independence, right? That you're not hooked into everything else, or hooked into a program, or hooked into a story, when you can feel your feelings. So have a great day, and I'll see you later. Bye.